hypnosis. I kind of look at this practice very similar. I have a really defined way of doing this, so the results are replicated, hundreds of thousands of times now. We've had 99% accuracy. So I always go through the same process. Now, Rob was one of those cases.
I've been called that many times before.
He was not going to let me off the hook, which I loved. I remember going, ugh. I just took a deep breath and went, ugh. I go, Rob, hi, my name is Sunshine. And he's like, yep. He was sweet, don't get me wrong. He was very, nice and polite, exactly what you'd expect from a gentleman. But then I said, well, what questions do you have, or who would you like to connect with? Well, I'm just going to see whoever comes through. You let me know who comes through, and then I'll tell you if you're right or not. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do some mental jousting. And I'm getting out the shields. I'm like, oh. So I go, okay, not only do I have to read his loved ones, but I have to actually read into him, and he's blocking the energy because he doesn't want to give me anything, because he doesn't want me to actually take advantage of him, which is so normal, So I'm like, okay, if you give me some questions, doesn't matter what the questions are, just make them as difficult as you want, I told him, and that freed him up. Once I said make them as hard as you can, remember I said this, make them as hard as you can, tell me nothing, feed me no information, just give me the questions. That's all you have to do. I just need somewhere to focus my energy, and once we get into that session, the answers will come through, no problem. I have faith. He goes, okay. He sits back, tips his hat. He goes, okay. I got one for you. What's in the box? No description. This is the questions. What's in the box? Why wasn't he there? A, B, or C? Do it.
That's exactly what it is. Oh my God.
Sound about right?
That's exactly what I said.
So I go, okay, deep breath. I told him, I need Archangel Gabriel, the angel of communication, to help me with this. I need Archangel Raphael, because I feel some unhealed energy right now. There's some blockages for this man. I want to help him heal while we do this session. It's not about being correct. It's about being healed. So this is really never a testimony to me, although it very much seems like it. It's a testimony for me, but I actually have my validations already. It's so much about healing the people I work with, and not about, just reviews and validations. It's really about life-changing experience for me. I want you to be a different person with a higher expanded, vocabulary and an expanded, before this all started, before we got into prayer, when I started asking you questions about why you were there, did that set off some sensors for you? Did you instantly feel like, I'm gonna pull back, I'm not gonna tell her too much?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't want to tell you anything because, the things that I've experienced, with people that thought that they did what you do, never was good, whatever, so, however, I saw that video with David, and I was like, oh my God, okay, and I just jumped in with both feet, and I did give you the question of what's in the box, what, A, B, or C, and, of course, about my father.
Well, we didn't know it. You didn't tell me it was your dad.
I didn't tell you.
Yeah, no, none of this was told. It was A, B, or C.
Yeah.
What's in the box,
That's
and
right.
why wasn't he there? Now, he could have been any he in the world. There was no adjectives to give that information. It had to come from source directly.
And she starts talking about my brother Mike, and she's going, okay, Mike. I'm feeling like he was in a very, I forget the exact word.
Tragic. It was
tragic.
extreme.
Yeah,
I
tragic.
got chills even talking about it now.
Yeah. Tragic accident, and it had to do with alcohol. And I'm thinking, she's trying to tell me, is this a car wreck? And she said, because that's not what it was.
Right.
And it was something way more. It was a plane crash. And the alcohol is because the pilot, they found in his autopsy that
because it felt so massive. I remember, I knew it wasn't one small accident because I said, I smell smoke, I smell jet, like fuel. I said, my lungs are burning.
She's telling me this, and I'm freaking my hair standing. I'm like, oh my God.
And he talked about the last phone call.
Yeah.
He talked about.
That's another thing. How the hell? That blew my mind, too.
That's why it's called Uncensored, because people cuss all the time on the show.
Oh my God.
It's a reaction.
But, I have a tattoo on my shoulder that is I got it from my brother, you know, when he died, and I hope this is not inappropriate.
I don't think the women are going to complain, don't worry.
But it's a theater mask of tragedy, you know. Okay, so it's a theater mask of tragedy with a tear coming from that, because he was in the arts, and his initials make up the scarf at the bottom. I don't know.
Yes.
But I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, there's no way that, I mean, a tattoo is a tattoo, but, I mean, for her to tell me that my brother said he loved it, you know.
He does. He said, you know, and the thing about Mike is that Mike has come to me one time after the reading, which I just told Rob the other day. What was amazing about the reading was there was a lot of pressure, but it wasn't, I felt the same way. Whether someone believes in me or doesn't, or believes in what I do or they don't, it's okay. You know, I just want to say, it doesn't change what I do at all. I have skeptics. I've had people, actually, to be honest with you, off topic, someone just gave me a bad review saying that I researched them on Facebook because there's no way the reading could have been so accurate, and they accused me of, I don't know what it's called, researching the person, something like that on a live show, which there's no way I could have done. But because the things that were brought up were so specific to the person's post, they believed that I had done that.
That, essentially, people are asking me if this is real. I'm going to say this to y'all. If I'm saying to you, hey, I'm saying that my experience with this lady was freaking real, okay? So, you can be as skeptical you want. No.
Yeah?
I'm not going to give you that answer because your brother Mike said he had nothing to do with you in life. So he doesn't deserve to have anything to do with you in death. You remember that?
I remember it.
Oh my God. And she goes, your brother is not allowing him into this. I'm like, there's no way.
I've got the chills.